Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome to Banning, Panning and Beyond and a requested video. So I was asked a little while back by Stephanie from the Opinionated Horsewoman regarding the quality of Mellow cosmetics, which is an Australian brand, and I dug out the one palette that I still own from them, and I gave one to my sister. I decluttered it because it was a bit too subtle and neutral for me. So I promised Stephanie I would do a dedicated video using the palette. I also have 3 lipsticks from the brand, which I really like the formula. They're more of a velvet matte, so they don't fully dry down and they are quite thin. So yeah, they don't dry my lips out, sorry. The palette that I'm using is this one. So that's the inside of it and the outer packaging. So very simple. Now I will give you a spoiler alert straight up. I have been using this ever since Stephanie first asked me about it, just like tapping into different shades to use with other palettes, but you know, I hadn't gotten around to actually filming the dedicated video like I promised her. So better late than never, hopefully. And yeah, I have the liquid lipstick. It was a sample that I got from Luxe Look Cosmetics, and I don't know how old this is, but anyway, it's in the shade Auckland, and it's in my current panning project that I'm doing, 12 oldies, 12 favorites. So I wanted to get some use out of it. So I decided that even though most of these shades are actually relatively neutral, leaning brown, you can see there that there is one pink in there, so I'm going to try and work around that just so that I can work the lippy in with the look. You'll have to forgive my hair today. It is hot here and I need my hair up. So I'm just going to get into creating a look. I'll show you which shades I'm using. I'll speed through the footage as usual, and yeah, and then I'll pop back at the end and show you the finished look, and maybe give you my opinions on some of the other shades that I haven't dipped into yet, because I already can tell you that Champagne here, you can see I've used it a few times. Absolutely beautiful highlighting shade for the inner corner, and also your brow bone highlight. I have used this shade here, Nudie, quite a few times as a transition shade. You can see there I have used the blue. I've also used this shade Pecan here. That is really good for lightening up other shades and blending them out. So what have I used? Mellow as well. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep it as more towards the pink as I can. So let's just see how we go, and I'll see you all at the end. Okay, so this is where we're at the moment. So I'm just going to do the usual, pop off, finish the look off, and I will be back to show you how it all comes together. Okay, so here we go. This is the finished look. I used the Auckland Lippy, like I said, and it is their matte liquid lip paint, it's called. And as a lip liner, I went in with the Urban Decay Naked 2 one. This is one that I really need to finish and has been in my collection for quite a few years. So when I do the editing of this video, I will pop up the names of the shades that I used as I went, because it can be a bit hard to see, and obviously if you're speeding through it, then you're not going to be able to make that out anyway. So but yeah, so that's the color range. Once again, if you take out the blue, it is very much a neutral palette. So do I recommend it? Based on the formula, absolutely. You can see how beautifully those metallics went on to my lids without even wetting the brush. So the longevity of the shadows is really, really good. The mattes blend out beautifully. So now, and I actually purchased this from a makeup retailer in Australia. It was just over 3 years ago. That retailer is no longer in business, and I bought this as a set with the other palette that I mentioned, the Treasure Chest one, for 65 Australian dollars for both palettes. So very, very affordable. But what I'll do is look up and see if I can find this palette, if it's still available, and what sort of pricing they would be charging for a palette these days. I know I mentioned that Luxe Look Cosmetics, which is in Western Australia, ranges Mellow Cosmetics, but Mellow Cosmetics also have their own website, which I've never purchased from them directly before. I'm not even sure if you can. So I'll find all that information out, and I will either pop some details up on the screen, or I will put them in the description box. So let me know what you think of the look. I personally think it turned out really, really pretty. I'm totally enjoying this palette, and I'm so glad that Stephanie asked me about it, or it probably just would have remained buried in my collection. So it's definitely one that is going to be staying out because it's so neutral. It works in really well with any other palette pretty much that I want to put with it, if it's missing like a transition shade. And like I said, I'm loving the highlighter shade there. So yeah, let me know what you think of the look and whether or not you have tried Mellow Cosmetics. Yeah, I'm not even sure why Stephanie asked me about it, because I know that Mellow Cosmetics does approach people on Instagram to see if they want to become like a brand ambassador. I have been approached myself in the past, but it's not really something that interests me. So perhaps when Stephanie watches this, she can let me know what the go was with that, and whether or not she has decided to take that on, or whether she has since purchased from the brand. So with that, I'm going to get going and hopefully get some more filming done today, and see you all again soon. Bye.